And he said the thing that you get stuck at 30, and I like skipped to the chapter where he had 30 million as a breakdown. And he said, if you're stuck here, it's because you're the only one you're the juju. You're the steam. You're the fuel behind the growth of this thing. But at a certain point, there's only so much that one person can push. You get the fourth level of infrastructure in the business, and they don't know who you are. They don't know your vision. They don't know how you do things because they're so far. Three levels, you're okay. Fourth, it's an organization. It's beyond tribe, right? And so I was going somewhere with that. When we hit 30 and I read the book, he was like, you need to find other people who can own their own P&Ls and become entrepreneurs within your company. And what happens is it becomes a shift from being a business to being a conglomeration. And so if you think about Amazon's not a business, right? It's a business of businesses. It's a collection of businesses that serve a purpose, right? And so I had to shift my thinking in terms of how mine worked to, we have a number of business units that operate off of one shared spoke of shared services. We've got IT, HR, legal, finance, all in the middle. And then we've got profit drivers that drive revenue across the business units. And the people who drive those are responsible and compensated based on the growth of their business line or their product line. And so then you get people who can start making 300 grand, 400 grand a year, 500 grand a year if they crush it. And they should, because otherwise they'll just start their own version of your business. And so if you can give them that, you can attract the entrepreneurs who want to drive growth, are really good operators, and just have a little bit less risk tolerance.
Yeah, it's epic.
So that really goes for any of them. So like outbound, if you're going outbound, or you're like, man, no one can never market like me. There's somebody who's better than you at marketing.
Yeah, there totally is. It's bad for the ego and good for the business. So, dude, can we talk for a minute about I don't know what the word is.
Post-exit blues?
Not even post-exit, but like post, I've hit my number. I'm bored. What's my new role?
Yeah.
Who am I? What do I do? That stuff, just for a couple minutes.
Yeah. So I made a video on YouTube about this, how passive income was overrated. And it was because we had completely replaced ourselves in the business and it was still making a lot of money. And then we started acquiring other pieces of businesses and whatnot, and those continued to cash flow. And I was like, what do we do? Like, we have nothing to do all day. And so I think what I messed up is that I continued to pursue freedom, right? Because that's what all of us here, at least I did, is freedom was the goal, right? And I thought that it was freedom from work when in reality, what I should have done was freedom to do things that I wanted. And for me, I want to work. And it took me a year to give myself permission to work again, because I always thought that if